Welcome to day 8 of the challenge. Yesterday we talked about passing parameters, and today you will learn a lot of stuff about HTTP status codes and error handling. While browsing the internet, you have probably seen a lot of the 404 not found error pages. 404 is an HTTP status code. The server tells the client that what the client has requested is not found on the server. Some websites display a not found message to their users in such situations. HTTP status codes are generally returned from servers. In general, HTTP status codes are returned from servers and they provide generally agreed upon categorization to possible responses from the servers. They tell the client what category the response is in. The client then knows how to deal with this response based on the category. So status codes provide commonly known additional information about the response. HTTP status codes are 3-digit integers. The first digit indicates the class or category of the response. There are 5 classes of HTTP status codes in total. The ones that are starting by 1 are informational. An informational response indicates that the server has accepted the request and the client should continue with the request. The status codes, which start with 2, indicate success. It means that the server understood and accepted the request. For example, 200 status codes in responses to HTTP GET requests mean that the response is in the message body, so the client knows where to find the requested data. The third category is redirection. They indicate that the client must take additional actions to complete the requests. The last 2 classes of response codes are returned when errors or exceptions occur. The status code, which starts by 4, indicates that an error has happened and the problem seems to be caused by the client. 400, for example, indicates a so-called bad request, which is not processable by the server. When a validation error occurs on the server side, for example, we usually return the 400 status code. And the error codes starting with a 5 are usually those who get returned from the server as he fails to fulfill the request. So 500, for example, should be returned when an internal server error occurs. During this course, we are going to deal with the most important HTTP status codes in action. So now you know the most basic information about status codes, which will help you become the best possible web developer. Now, let's see all of that in action in the next video.